Hey fam,
Hey family.
welcome to another episode, and this episode is a sweet one, like I always say. If it is not sweet, please, I don't know what you are doing. But when we say sweet, not that it is, sometimes there is correction, there is reproof, but there is always edification at the end of the day. That's the
Sure.
holistic idea. So as always, precious, remain precious.
And I am wonderful.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about as interesting as always, but this conversation is for believers. You're a young person, or even you're growing in your career, and there's always this money conversation because sometimes you don't want to choose your money over God, and also you also don't want to be poor because God did not design us to be poor. So just like knowing where we're going to strike the balance. So the conversation is, and the question I'm putting out first, I would like us to answer the question ourselves before we now go ahead and answer the question. You finally get your dream job, but it pulls you away from God. What do you do?
Oh, Shan. God have mercy.
Wonder, you got a better paying job,
Okay.
a job that aligns with your purpose and your career,
Oh shit.
a job that will transform your life, take it from where you are now, and you're going to tell the world.
You don't believe it.
But it's going to affect, in a way, your relationship with God.
God used to give somebody something. I had sorrow to it.
Okay,
Yes, that's
Let-
what I can say.
let me continue.
Because it's God that gave you the job.
Your
yeah?
dream job.
Hey, it's God that gave you. So if God give you something, God is not devil. It's devil that will give you something and maybe give it 1 billion. Can use your entire life to collect it. And that's not my God.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But
I just put that out there.
there are some people right now. They've been trusting God for a good job for the past maybe 5 years or 2 years or even 6 months or 3 months
Or 2 months.
or even 2 months. Or maybe they're even on a current job,
Yes.
and they need to switch.
It's
And the
valid.
job you're getting is your dream job. The pay is awesome. The benefits are superb. Or maybe
Fantabulous.
your business has got to that stage where it's want to scale to an higher level. That's also like something that everybody also dreams, that are also into business.
Yeah.
And it's going to affect your work with God. And let me even explain that work with God. Aside from even like your commitment in your local church, it will affect you waking up to pray. Because sometimes maybe the time that you usually would have used to pray in the morning might be a time, because maybe now you're having customers abroad, and you have to meet with them, and it's not interfering with that time. Or you're working remotely, and now you work for maybe from like maybe 5 p.m. in the evening, or maybe from like 9 p.m. to like 6 a.m. And normally your routine is to pray for maybe 4 to 5 or 5 to 6. And during the day you still say, let me try to do another jama, and wonder it's like cannot be me.
No, that's
like-
far from it, Sha.
But like in that kind of situation, what would you recommend for the person to do?
Like if it's that one of time difference, you were praying 5, now you have to work till 5 a.m. Like I will always say, my Jesus is not a wicked God.
At all.
It means if I now, because of work, I now have to pray by 5:30 as opposed to my exact 5 o'clock, I know my God is still there to listen to me. Yes, I know somebody will listen to me now and say, I'm not giving anybody license to. If you genuinely know that you can still pray by 5 and you're not praying by 5, me, I'm saying as per the example Precious gave, that if you now like have a job, because of course you were praying, you were believing in God, you're trusting in God, and God gave you that job, you know that it is God that gave you that job. You know that it's not you that are going to use your hand and desperation and what people will say to go and collect the job. You know that it was God that gave you the job. And you and God, we know how you know that it is God that gave you the job. It's something that we tell you because I'm not inside your mind. I'm not with the prayer with you and God. So you know that it was God that gave you the job. I want to believe that our God is not a cruel God.
Yeah.
It's not a wicked God. Now, you now saw that you now have a job, and the job requires you, because he also wants you to be excellent at your job. Because the fact that we are children of God doesn't mean that
We should be.
we could,
We
we
should
should
mediocre.
slack in things that other people are doing. So God wants you to be excellent at your job. And if excellent at your job means that you have to stay up and work till so time because you have a target to meet, and then you can pray after. God is not wicked. God is not a wicked God. And another angle to look at it is that you can also put it up to God and say, God, please help me so much that my work time will not
Interfere.
enter my prayer time. And I know that, see, there's no prayer that God cannot answer. Oh. There is no prayer. There's no prayer that is too small, or you think you are not wasting God's time by praying such prayers. So if you know that it's something that is of genuine concern to you, and you don't want to change it, you can put it up to God in prayer. He owns the heart of men, and he can do what? Steer it to wherever that pleases him. So you tell God, God, please do it so much that my boss, maybe there will be an adjustment.
Or what if you are the boss?
If you are the boss, you can also pray to God. You are working with human beings, Abby.
Yes.
Maybe your customer is telling you that I want to collect my order by 6:00, and which means that you have to stay up to. Thank God, and pray, God, help me that my customer will not need these things. I'm just saying it based on what you are saying.
Yes, so
my customers will not need these things till maybe 10. Which means that you can still have your prayer and pack and do your delivery by 10.
I understand where you are coming from, but you know that there are instances where in a particular month, maybe some about this corporate organization, there are some months that have more delivery than the other.
Yeah.
Maybe for somebody in maybe accounting field, there's a time where you have to like close accounts like for a lot of all these other organizations that you are in. And that time requires you to be at work till like 12 a.m., 1 a.m. Sometimes. I mean, even in this Nigeria, like they work that late, that intense. And by the time you get back home, you just sleep for like 4 hours. You are up again in the morning. You have to go to work. Then sometimes you begin to feel guilt that I'm not, this is not my relationship. This is not my relationship with God is before. This is now, because I know some individuals that will not even mind stepping down from that role. Because they just feel like nah, and there's some workload that is like that. It's not even a 1 month thing. It's a 12-month
regular
thing.
That's
it's regular
for life till
it's
you will
like,
be in that place. That's how you'll be working.
And people like that, they're always like their work with God is not. And you will hear their bosses, their former bosses or bosses that have moved to the next level tell them that I also did the same thing. I had to step out of church. Church, they need his money. So you hear some people say like that.
If you're in that situation, this one is another different example as the previous one.
Yes.
No, then you have to go. You have to weigh.
I think that you can even see a better job that aligns to your purpose and will still give you time.
So if it is based on what Precious just said now, if that is the situation you are in, where your job is obvious that this job is after you, after your life, after your spiritual, after everything that you own and you start for, it's not worth it.
Because there are some workplaces that they openly say you cannot have time for God here.
Yeah. So if they're saying that it's two things. So if you are saying that God gave you the job, it could be that maybe God then sent you
into that place
for a reason. That is why I'm laying you hear me saying, if God, don't go and say, okay, God said, if God did not send you, and please don't go. Don't accept the appointment letter. But if you genuinely know that God has sent, because I want to make a reference to a particular actress, I don't know, you might know the actress, that does not do some particular scenes in movies.
Yeah.
And she said she wanted to go to the Christian movie industry, but God told her, God told her to go to this secular side of movie movie industry, and that's why she's there. And so she said God sent her there. And the fact that God sent her there still did not make her to do everything that everybody is doing. So I'm using that as an example for you to know that sometimes you might go to a workplace where you know that these people, anything God, they are not. But if God sent you there,
you have to find your way around it.
God
will
help you find your way around it.
Yes.
So much, because I've heard instances where people will tell me that they are working in a place and their boss will say, what is the 4:30? Ẹ jẹ́ kí lágbájá máa lọ. Once it's 4:30, let her go. She has weekly service. But if your case is not like that, and you know that this place that you enter, they will not do any weekly. In short, by 10 o'clock, you're still in the office.
Because it now makes you begin to question your relationship with God. It will affect your family life.
Of course.
It will affect
every aspect of your life
with your friends and the people that you love and respect.
You're not going to have time for God. Even for yourself, you'll be useless to yourself.
So I'm not going to sit down tell the person, because really God wants us to take up great places in organizations.
Of course.
He wants us to sit on on tables in industries.
Of course.
To control industries. And getting to that place also requires you to commit more of your time to it.
Yes.
And I just feel like the reason why some individuals or some Christians also don't like aspiring for the top, or they were like, if I should get to that top part, I'll maybe to have time for God. So, or maybe the time for God like the way they would have. Because sometimes God might be like, find a way, like you can give you the wisdom to always find a way around it, because like Daniel in the Bible, when the other all the other chiefs or
he still had a way where he was still communicating
and he was still God. Praying, and God had to use him as a spectacle to show that now with him. Yes. And even when they say that nobody must pray at a particular hour, and he still made sure he opened the window and he prayed, because I'm sure they knew that he was going to pray, and they met him praying, and they threw him into the lion's den, and he came out alive. Everybody came to serve his God. So that might be what God wants to, like you said, that might be what God might want to use you to do. But there are some of us that's not what God is sending you there to go and do. There are some of us, that you
don't have anything, you don't have any business to be in such environment.
Yes. But because you guys make money, or because you've been unemployed for a while, or you've been at that particular job for a while, then you're like, this is a means of change, let me go ahead with it. I don't know do you think there is really a thing that I know that some people pray when they get job offers, but do you think a lot of people pray when they get job offers?
Maybe don't let us say a lot is like we are stating the facts. Let's say maybe some people do.
Kind of like if you like even if you've gone through the interview process, you're still praying that God, is this where you want for me? This is where I'm going to fulfill purpose, either from purpose for career, purpose in ministry. Because God has sent us to different workplaces, also be a minister of the gospel, be a Christian in that workplace. God, that one is also very important, so that in case they come and meet you and say, Madam, sign this letter or sign this check,
you remember that before I became a worker here, I was first a child of God.
And you be like, no, it's not my standard, it's not my values, I'm not going to do it. Because that's also a way. It's like you're in your dream organization, but you have to do that. For example, someone that is in politics, you are maybe an honorable, or you're a minister or a senator, and because we need a lot of Christians in that place. That's why I say there's a need for us to talk about it. We need a lot of Christians sitting in those positions, because many of them they've turned to candle. They're no longer lights. like Leia will say. They've turned to candle. So I want us to do a second part to this conversation, which is, would you choose peace over money if it meant slowing down your life?
Please create context to it.
All right. Let me first answer the question. Okay. Would I choose peace over money? If you choose slowing down my life, maybe you're in a particular career, maybe you're in entertainment, you're in communication, you're in tech, and there is good money. Like the money is legal money. It's not even illegal. But like it requires you, for example, maybe putting in more number of hours. Sometimes maybe the thing is not fully illegal. Work with me.
Yes, I'm not working. No, I've left.
Work. See where I'm going to.
I'm
just see the vision.
Fully illegal.
It's not fully
Illegal is
illegal.
illegal. Precious.
No, or maybe situations where
There's nothing
no,
half.
wait, yeah,
There's
me out.
nothing like there's nothing like half illegal, half legal.
What about in a situation where in countries where you are, as a student, you're only allowed to work for 20 hours, and you know that you need extra money, and you have the time to work extra 10 hours, but that 10 hours you're doing legal
Is
work.
something that is punishable, or they just said it for your own good? If it's something that is punishable and you are doing it, they cash you, not the God will help you. But if it's something that they are just saying it for your own good, and maybe for your health or
No. Punishable.
See me, I will advise you, don't do it.
Because there are some of our
you already know the kind of person
that have
I am
jackpot.
with the type of conversation I'm having. Don't do it. Okay.
But
punishable. Do you know what it is? It means that you will now become an ex-convict.
That one's too deep.
Okay.
But you know that some people have chosen money, illegal money, because they don't want to slow down their life. The particular lady that was trending, like I started following her from 2024, 2025. She took a gap year, then she came back end of 2025.
Okay.
That she never knew that her boyfriend was into something shady, or maybe she knew.
I think I know what you're talking.
Yes.
Who you're talking
then
about.
After a while, she had to go and serve some years in prison.
Yeah.
And I'm sure
I think she's out now.
She's out. But like I'm sure the money at the time was good money. And she was able to do a lot of amazing things for herself at the time.
Amazing.
That's the word now. A lot of good things for herself at the time. And she wouldn't mind doing those good things for herself. But, if she has chosen peace of mind, I'll be like, this guy's money is not legal. Or you're just having this, I can ask for 10 million from somebody. And the person just gives you. And you're not wondering, what work are you doing? Or the person buys you a car of 200 million because you see a lot of girls on social media. You saw those cars they're unboxing. Trust, no, online learning. They're not car of 5 million, no. 200 million, 300 million, 400 million, and you're trying to find out what work are you doing. Is it the same content creation that is paying you, and you can be able to afford a car of 200 million? But like all these things are happening, and some of these people don't mind taking up job, not even jobs, taking up doing anything so they can have this money in their account, or so they can be with this kind of person and enjoy the good of life. At the detriment of their peace of mind. And people have done it so much now that they don't even have peace of mind. Like their consciousness is no longer a factor again. Like all these people is no longer pricking their heart and making them feel like, no, what you are doing is wrong, what you are doing is not right, what you are doing is not something that I am proud of, or I want that I'm proud of you that you are doing. Because there are also instances like that. So let me even put the question to our audience. Would you choose peace of mind? Would you choose peace over money if it means slowing down your life? And that slowing down your life might just be at that moment. I saw a particular clip of Pastor Emmanuel Iren during the week where he was saying that a lot of ladies need to come to terms with this, that in the season when they will be birthing children and raising new generations, that this might affect their career a bit. They might not get the promotion they would have gotten at the right time, or they might not get the job because they're like, you soon give birth. If you are married, you soon give birth. They might not get it at that particular time because they are birthing children, that they will soon birth children. That you should not feel sad about it. So many situations where you are pregnant, but because you got a well-paying job, your job requires you to take down the pregnancy.
Take out the pregnancy.
Things are happening, no. Some married women will not mind it, or they will be on contraceptives because they want good money, and they know that they would have preferred to give birth if not because of the good money or the promotions they want.
I know about the one of contraceptive, but the one of taking out.
Some would.
I know it's the same thing, but
no, not even now. Contraceptive, it will not even happen. But like this one,
but it's the same thing. You're still preventing.
But this one has happened.
Then you're taking it.
You're taking it out because of promotion, or because you're competing with somebody at work. But the person we get promotion that year, or it could even be in a year that this is some organization that do like promotion every 2 years or 3 years, and this is the year promotion is meant to happen. Then you now fall pregnant.
I know that things. I want people to be able to separate their work from their personal life. Taking out
but your
the
work
pregnancy
is also your personal life.
No.
Taking
out the pregnancy for a job, it's okay.
But I'm sure some women would have been in that instance.
I know, but
And also, another peace of mind over money is maybe you have to sleep with, some people to get, maybe, like all these bankers that they give them targets so that you can meet your targets, so that you can get contracts.
I love God.
And
Do you know I love God?
And because, wait, because they would rather choose the money and say, what, I'll pay tithes. I'll give good offering.
It's okay.
I'll do givings to the less privileged. They will do all those ones because they have the good money. But if they choose peace of mind, it's maybe that they might not get the needed promotion at that time. Or it's maybe that their business might not grow, or the contracts no. And the funny thing is that we only know now.
Yeah.
What if there is great things ahead? Some people will choose that though.
See, as Christians, this thing about slowing down and everything makes me remember a song. I've forgotten who sang the song about slowing down. God help me to slow down. I don't want to move so fast. Let me make you my first priority. Because when we make God our first priority, and when we learn how to slow down and just go to the back seat and let God take. I know it's not easy because me safe. I'm still in this phase of learning how to slow down. I know, and letting Jesus take the wheel.
Yeah.
So take it from somebody that is trying to do that. It pays. It's easy. At the end of the day, it pays. There's during the week I was listening to a short clip on Instagram, and then this pastor was making reference to, I forget the name of the pastor, he's late now, that when he was still in service for 10 years he was in the same position and they were promoting other people. And then of course as human being now, it was why is my own case different? And then something happened, I can't remember exactly how he said it. Something happened and somebody came, like maybe the person took over, and they needed to place some people in some offices, like a top office. And then he saw him and like, you've been here 10 years. It means that for you to be here 10 years, you have some experience.
Yes.
And then it's like you were on level 2 and they took you to like level 50. Imagine if he was promoted all these years. I know, yes, our ways are not God's ways.
Yes.
But I want to believe that way was how God wanted it to be.
Yes.
But to him, it was like they are promoting everybody around me and not promoting me. But the fact that he was there for those years, it was helping him to gain more experiences. Because along the line, of course, he might have to like do some job with other people, and then he was learning some things even while he was in his own position. So let us, as Christians, let us learn to slow down. Let us know that the fact that this is not happening right now might mean that maybe that's what God wants. And let us learn how to be fine even when things are not happening the way we think is supposed to happen, or the way the world think is supposed to happen. We should not only, it is the truth. I am there.
This is the truth.
Take it from somebody that is there, that is still there. We should not only be fine when things are going fine, but we should also be fine and be able to stay in God. I know that if it is not happening this way, it means that God does not want it to happen.
Yeah.
There's a place of you knowing that, okay, it's me that is not making this thing happen. But there's a place of you going, constantly seeking God's face. And God is telling you that, guy, chill. I'm cooking something that you will not be able to finish eating.
The plans I have towards you.
You will eat.
And you have more than enough.
You cannot finish it.
Yes.
So take it from somebody, and I'm sure Precious too can testify to it. We are still in that phase. For every phase that you feel that you've conquered, the next phase,
there's more.
You will wait. You thought you waited in that last phase. This one, you will wait.
There's more waiting.
And in your waiting, let's learn to just slow down. Like, you know what? It's like yesterday I was eating at work, and I just consciously took myself back. Like, I'm rushing my food. Why am I rushing my food? Like, why am I? And I had to just drop and stop, and I was not eating on my normal pace. So that is what I want us to do with our life. Maybe you didn't know before that you were running ahead of God, and maybe this topic is like a timely one for you. Know that you are running ahead of God, and take time to just step back. Just step back and say, Jesus, you have all the will.
I hand it over to you.
Everything you have. If you say I should stay, I'm gonna stay.
Yeah, I'm staying.
If you say maybe I was going front before, you say no.
Come back.
Oh yeah, turn to the right. I'm going to go. I know it's not easy, but at the end of the day,
yes,
you will.
Many people are following motivational speakers or career coaches. Yes, it is beautiful to have them around. It's beautiful to listen to them. But the best person to always work with is God. Like, it should be the one directing the journey of your ship, directing your life.
Because that motivational speaker, they can come back tomorrow and tell you, what I said yesterday, I want to make a correction. But with God, there's no error with God.
No fallacy.
If God said no today, check back tomorrow. God is still saying no. If he said yes, there's no maybe, okay,
I change
somehow.
my mind.
God is either yes or no. And at the end of the day, let us know that God knows safe to us is for our own good.
Yes. Very important. and sometimes when we feel like we are slowing down our lives, the question is, what is even slowing down? Like, what's the definition of slowing down your life? Because that current position that you are currently in, that way some people actually praying and fasting to be there. Some people are like, that's why everybody
some people's prayer points
and bless lives. I remember I was doing a particular message where a man was saying that he had an extra year in school, and he was like, he hated himself, felt like a failure, everything. But like, it was in that final year he understood what he wanted to do with his life after. That the first 4 years he spent in school, he never knew what he was going to do after school. He was just focusing on the career, on the on the course he was studying. But that extra year made him know that, this is the path I want to follow. This is where I am going to. And if he was like, God, I know that we're not supposed to be thanking God for failure, but thank you for this particular one. Because this one was what he needed to reset his life. And his life took a 100%, trajectory from there. So it was like, if not for that extra year, like just one course, if not for that extra year, he won't be doing what he's doing today. So there are many times that sometimes that's slowing down your life that you think is slowing down is God's mercy towards you. It's God saying that I am having mercy towards you at this point, and I'm slowing you down for where I am taking you to. Like when they anointed David in the Bible, and they anointed him as king at the age of 17. He did not become king until 5 years in his life, and he was around the kingdom, but God was preparing him. It was being prepared. I find that time where it was like a silent season can be like, didn't they just anoint me? Because when they anoint you, you're the king. He could have gone to the palace, but he will not be wise enough to take out Saul, because Saul had the best of men, and some could have all alived him because he even tried so many times too. But God puts Jonathan there. God puts people around him to in a way prepare him for what he was taking him to. So by the time he became king,
so it was a place of training.
Yes,
which some believers do not want. They don't want to go
because we are used to having everything fast.
They don't want to go through any training. So any form of inconveniences that they feel no. They're looking for a shortcut.
And the question that this now brings to me, which is, if we are used to having things fast, what are we going to hand over to our children?
Fast. No.
Because sometimes, but not because if you are used to always having, everything must be fast, and you train your children that when you desire something, you will always get it. Trust me, by the time they face their first failure, because everybody will eat that breakfast. By the time they face their first failure, it will shake them beyond measure because you've not trained them. They've not seen the example in you. You've not come back from work and one day say that there's something that happened at work today, there's something, and you now use it as a teaching point for them, or maybe they failed a particular subject, use it as a teaching point for them, or maybe all their friends were. I remember there was time at for my younger sister when she was in primary school, all her friends got promoted to the next class, and her own they wrote advice to repeat. My mommy said that no, she has to go. And my daddy said, she's gonna repeat it.
Oh, Marie.
She's gonna repeat it. But my mom said, women are women. She went to another school, and that other school, she wrote the exam, she passed. He said that, but why, how come you did not pass your third term exam? Too much play and spoil her head. But like that particular year of because she could have gone to JSS1. She spent again in primary school. God, it was like a turning point for her. Although she went from below average to average. And by the time she was entering senior school, nobody had her to read again. She now had that consciousness. So imagine if she did not have that 1 year of them knowing that you play too much. Like she has to write it there. You are smart, but you are too playful. Then parents were now more intentional. At least it helped her. So there's some of us that are like that slowing down season can be God's mercy towards you. And if you lose sight of that, Sefine.
So in all of this, know when it is from God.
Yes.
And know when it is you that is doing yourself. And know when it is from that nonsense guy, the devil. So just know when. So that if you know it is from God, just relax and know.
You'll be taken care of.
Just go and get a cold juice and be sipping. And go by your life. Just continue you. Just be you and let God finish. But if you know that it's from you, sit up and do the needful. Yeah. So we have to create that balance. There's like, say everything that is happening in my life is from God. The Friday says from God. No. Let us create the balance.
Yes.
Know when it is from God. When God is trying to get your attention. Maybe God has been talking to you. It's not as such. God is trying to alert you. Know when it is from God. Know when it is you that need to do the needful and be better and get better at what you're doing. Know when it's from the devil and tell him to his face, get out. You don't belong here. Yes, so let us know how to create that.
We will still love to hear your feedback about this question.
Comments,
and if you feel like, we need to add more so that we can do this topic again, we'll definitely love to.
Yeah.
So please share your comments, share your point of view in the comment section. Answer the question even before listening to the video. We really appreciate it. And please don't forget to like our video as always. If you don't like this video, how will it benefit you? If you don't subscribe, what will you gain?
Is it going to add to your data?
No.
So why don't you just
like it?
Exactly.
Share, subscribe, do the needful.
Don't you want us to smile when we are knowing that you are as we are for you?
Be for us. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.